Tennis stardom will gather en masse for the 2022 edition of Wimbledon, with the game's elite competing for one of the biggest prizes on offer. Crowds will flock to the All England Club to catch a glimpse of the world's best, but for the more inquisitive tennis fan, Wimbledon and the other Grand Slams offer the opportunity to scout the stars of tomorrow at the junior events. With junior tournaments typically kept separate from the main ATP and WTA Tours, the Slams offer a unique chance to run the rule over some of the hottest talents in the sport. Come the end of the fortnight, Wimbledon will have two junior champions, just as it's done since Denmark's Kurt Nielsen and Belgium's Genevieve Domken were victorious on the luscious lawns of SW19 back in 1947. The first sighting of junior slam events came down under when Australia's Alan Yeldham won the boys' singles title in 1922, but it took more than a half-century for singles majors for both boys and girls to be on offer at all four Grand Slams. Many greats of the game won junior slams, but is youthful victory on the biggest stage necessarily a precursor to future success? Is there a difference in whether junior champions are more likely to succeed on the main tours, depending on if they're male or female? Regarding the Wimbledon boys singles title, the answer to whether they will likely go on to win the adult crown at the same slam appears to be a resounding no. The last junior champion who went on to win Wimbledon triumphed in 1998. A certain Mr. Roger Federer. Federer, who has gone on to win 8 Wimbledon singles titles, made no secret of the impact of that title on his career, saying, quote, "I remember so much about that Wimbledon junior title. Everything was so perfect. My love affair at Wimbledon started that year." But it's a similar story at other men's slams. Since Federer's junior Wimbledon win, no player has followed up a junior Australian Open win with the respective men's title in 24 years, while only Stan Wawrinka has gone on to win at Roland Garros. Andy Murray and Andy Roddick have won at Flushing Meadows, having won the junior US Open. Marin Cilic, a junior French Open champion who went on to win the US Open, is the only other junior major winner who has picked up top-tier silverware since 1998. Even before that time, success was relatively scarce. Stefan Edberg, who won all 4 junior slams in 1983, was the last junior winner to win a major. Fellow tennis greats Pat Cash, John McEnroe, Mats Wilander, Ivan Lendl, and Bjorn Borg are the only other men to have tested success at junior and senior slams. While Ash Barty is the only player since Federer to win Wimbledon after claiming the junior title in 2011, there's been more success in the women's game. 7 junior champions have claimed senior silverware, compared to the 4 men since Federer's victory at Junior Wimbledon 1998. Juniors girls champions have generally fared better than men in transitioning to the peak of the adult game since the Open era began in 1968, with 19 going on to win singles titles majors compared to 11 eventual men's slam winners. What's also clear is that a lack of junior success doesn't inhibit greatness. Serena Williams, Steffi Graf, Chris Everett, Martina Navratilova, Pete Sampras, Andre Agassi, Novak Djokovic, and Rafael Nadal all went on to dominate the sport despite no junior slam title. And there's no reason to think that this trend will change, with increased routes to becoming a top-level pro, including the US collegiate option. That said, winning junior titles is certainly no bad thing. In the past 20 years, 19 junior boys champions have gone on to become top 20 players. Sebastian Corda, Lorenzo Musetti, Holger Rune, and Alejandro Davidovich Fokina will be hoping to add to that total in the coming years. On the women's side, there have been 23 top 20 players who have risen to the game's upper echelons after claiming junior slam glory since 2002. Many, including Jo-Wilfried Tsonga, Gael Monfils, Agnieszka Radwanska, Alina Svitolina, and Richard Gasquet, have enjoyed title-laden top 10 careers. Junior Roland Garros champions were out in full force at this year's men's and women's singles events, with 20 youthful victors lining up in the draw at Roland Garros. Leylah Fernandez, a US Open runner-up, believes sharing the environment with the world's best players at a young age is hugely beneficial. Quote, you get to see the professionals, see how they play, how they warm up. I was able to kind of copy what they were doing. Coco Gauff, who won the Junior French Open at 14, also highlighted the benefits of getting used to the 2-week events compared to the more typical 1-week tournaments. Any Junior Slam champion, you know you have what's in you. You know what it's like to play 7 matches on a big stage, she said. For other young hopefuls, it hasn't quite panned out. Donald Young was hailed as the next American star after 2 junior titles, but peaked at 38 in the ATP rankings. Others, such as Britain's Oliver Golding, didn't win a single match on the ATP Tour. Even Monfils, who won 3 junior singles titles in a single year, has never dominated at the senior level as he did in the juniors. As with every route to tennis stardom, there are no guarantees. So if you do catch this year's junior champions, don't necessarily expect them to lift the main singles titles in the coming years.